Welcome to the Weekly Roundup, where I go over news stories you might have missed over the last week. This week, Donald Trump alleges that if he can actually secure the Republican nomination, that he'll be able to get the Latino vote. I'm not making this up.
I have great relationship with the Mexican people. I have many people working for me. You can look at the job in Washington. I have many legal immigrants working for me. Many of them come from Mexico. They love me, I love them. And I'll tell you something, if I get the nomination, I'll win the Latino vote. I will win it.
Donald, there's just one problem with your assertion. Oh, I don't know, what was it like maybe a couple of weeks ago? You just called all Mexican immigrants rapists?
They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists.
So if you thought that you'd actually get their vote before this, then you're wrong. But if you actually think you can secure their vote after making those insidious comments, then you're just delusional, and this is what you look like.
I rule. Here we go. This is gonna be cool.
Recently, Reza Aslan and Hasan Minhaj recently wrote a letter to American Muslims asking them to embrace marriage equality. They write, "To our fellow American Muslims, hey there. It's two of your brothers. We're writing to you about the Supreme Court's decision to legalize gay marriage in all 50 states. The good news is that a whopping 42% of you already support marriage equality, as do both of our Muslim elected officials in the United States Congress. One even serves as vice chair of the LGBT Equality Caucus. There are many faithful gay and lesbian Muslims in the US, and we love them and support all of them." They add, here's the thing, when you're an underrepresented minority, whether Muslim, African American, female, etc., democracy is an all or nothing business. You fight for everyone's rights, and the operative word here is fight. Or you get none for yourself. Democracy isn't a buffet. You can't pick and choose which civil liberties apply to which people. Either we are all equal or the whole thing is just a sham. Bottom line is this. Standing up for marginalized communities, even when you disagree with them, is not just the right thing to do, it's the Muslim thing to do. Remember, that whole God is merciful and compassionate thing? That extends to all people, not just those who are straight. This is really fantastic. I don't always agree with Reza Aslan. I'm probably like 60-40, where I agree with him 60% of the time. But oftentimes he's made some really odd remarks about atheists, saying that atheism is a religion, which I disagree with. But when it comes to this issue, I think that he's spot on, and I think that he's doing a really great thing. He's putting a face for the secular Muslims, the huge majority of secular Muslims that we actually have in this country that people don't really know about because the mainstream media likes to fearmonger about the Muslim community. Now, one thing that I really hope is that this letter will apply to religions everywhere, because not all religious individuals are so friendly to the idea of LGBT rights. So when it comes to the not-so-loving religious population in the country, the Michigan State House recently passed a bill called the Religious Freedom Restoration Act, which is a broad piece of legislation that would legally codify discrimination against LGBT people. So pretty much what this would allow them to do is it would allow an individual to discriminate against anyone they want to, based on their religion. For example, EMTs can refuse emergency treatment to gay people. A Christian businessman can refuse to hire a Muslim worker. A Christian firefighter can say, "What's that, you're gay? Well, I'm sorry, but I can't help you. It's because of my religion. I know you pay your taxes and everything, but my religion overrides your right to actually have me put out your fire that you pay for with your taxes." So this is just really ridiculous. Now, it's the case that this might not necessarily become a law, but if it does, it would blatantly violate the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment, which is a huge problem. So you can be a Christian, but that doesn't mean that you're entitled to violate our Constitution, which is the supreme law of the land. So this is my message to you.
Stop breaking the law, asshole!
So that's your Weekly Roundup. Subscribe for more.